Ahoy ahoy! Hibby here from the homestead, and I got Farah here. Now she's our little Weimaraner puppy that we just picked up. I come from a long history of dog trainers in my family, and this is our newest addition. And wanted to get her for a running companion for my wife, and she's a guardian angel for my daughter. They bonded right away, and a hunting buddy for me. So perfect mix. Great for running and hunting. They got a good sniffer on them. So I wanted to show you guys what to expect from a puppy for the first few nights that you bring them home, and some of the things you should be going over with them to train them to be part of the pack. Here. So Weimaraners and most working class dogs are pack oriented dogs, and so they think in terms of pack mentality. And so it's a hierarchy, just like any other part of life. You know, you have the ones in the bottom and the ones who are the alpha dogs in the top. And so what you want to do is establish yourself as the alpha leader. And that can work all the way down the line of your family. You could be, the father is the pack leader, the wife is the next down, you know, and the kids all down through there. So one of the best ways to start establishing this is when you get your food. I'll throw a nut in there for myself so that she knows that I get to eat first. And then I'll even hand that to my wife and have her take a nut out, and then hand that to my kid, have her take a nut out, and then I'll finally give it to the dog. So she knows where she sits in the hierarchy of the pack. Hey, you hungry? You hungry? There you go. Another good thing to do is if you're starting out with some dog feed from the breeder, if you're going to pick out a different breed, different food for yourself, for your puppies, you're going to want to mix that gradually into their diet. You don't want to just give them the new food, because that can wreak havoc on their stomachs. Good girl. Now, one of the most important things you can do for your puppy to make them feel welcome at home is to give them on some kind of schedule and maintain that schedule. You always go eat at a certain time. You take them potty about every half hour on the half hour. If she's being real active, you know, I'll watch her around the house. You got to watch them like a hawk, you know. Some people do different potty methods. And a lot of people will start out by just confining the puppy to a small room in the house and covering the whole floor with newspapers, and let the puppy defecate on a newspaper piece, and then immediately replace that piece, and then pick up a piece. And every time they eliminate, you pick up another piece. And you keep doing that until there's only one spot of newspaper in the house. And then they'll learn that they can defecate on that piece. Now, after they've defecated on that piece quite a few times, you can move it closer to the place where you're going to potty. I don't really like that technique, because it's going to be a little harder the way that I'm doing it, but it's going to be better in the long run, because it's going to teach her where she needs to go potty right from the get-go, and I don't have to deal with having newspapers all over my house. So I'll show you guys how to go ahead and do that. Ready to go potty, Farah? Ready to go potty, girl? Sit. Sit. We're not going to sit? Okay. Oh, there you go. All right, good girl. Good girl. All right, let's go potty. Now, on the way out to the potty, I've gone ahead and hung a bell. And I'll give that a ring before we go outside. That way she knows that we're going potty. And then when she gets old enough, she'll realize that she just needs to ring this when she's got to go to the potty. So I'll give that a ring every time we go out to go potty. All right, girl, let's go potty. Let's go potty. Now, I went and picked up this kennel at Wilco, and good girl, Farah, good girl. Good potty, yeah, that's a good girl. That's a good potty, way to go. That's a good puppy. Good puppy, yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. So when your puppy does decide to go potty where you want them to go, you gotta give them lots of praise. Yeah, that's a good puppy. That's a good potty. Yeah, good potty. So I wanted this because I don't want my dog pooping and peeing all over my property, because You know, I got a garden. I don't want her going out there and taking care of business in my garden or on my walkways. It's just gross. No one wants that. So I got to confine to a special spot. I can come in here, scoop it, throw it over the fence, throw it in my mulch pile and all that good stuff, and we can reuse it. So this is a lot more practical way. And I open my back door, she'll come running in here and go potty when she's older and she's figured it out. Good girl. Good potty. Mwah. Okay, so your first night with the puppy can be kind of rough, and you're going to be getting up about every hour on the hour to take the puppy outside to eliminate. And it's really important to, what I'm doing is crate training, that way she doesn't potty all over the house. And a puppy will not eliminate where they sleep. So crate training is a great way to do that, to get the puppy ready for adulthood without pottying all over your house. So this is our crate. And it comes with a divider that you can move up and down through the front to the back of the crate to make the space only small enough, only big enough for the puppy to sleep in without giving him too much room to defecate in. So if you were to take this divider out, then the puppy would have free range to go to the back corner, defecate in the corner, and then come back over here to sleep comfortably. So by moving this up, they will not eliminate in this section of the kennel, and they'll whine or cry, and then you know you need to take them out to go potty. So I'll put her in here and I'll shut the door. Well, first of all, you want to coax them into the kennel. You don't want to just shove them in here and call it good. You want to make this a cozy place for them to go, and that's why I got a blanket that I'll pull over the top of it to make her feel like she's safe and sound, and it's her own little place of refuge. So then she's got a little doorway there that she can get into it. But so once you've got that, and when you first bring the puppy home, you want to make sure that you don't have anywhere for them to hide in the house except for the crate. You want to make this the most visual hiding place that they can find, so when they're scared they can run into here, and they will. If you got it covered up good and you have it hidden away in a spot to where they can see that they can go in there, they'll go in there and they'll hide in there until they feel safe. So it becomes a good place for them. It becomes a hiding place for them. It's a comfort zone area. So she'll come and she'll sleep in there, and then at night I'll shut the door here, and I don't put food and water in it. I just leave it empty for her to sleep in. I will put a pig ear or a lamb leg in there or something for her to chew on so that she can keep herself busy. But it's a good idea to put the kennel next to your bed, or in our case, she took so much of a liking to my daughter that I put it on the other side of my daughter's crib. And my daughter loves her tent, since we always are building tents together and playing camping. So I built her a little tent to go over top of her crib, and it connects to my puppy's kennel, so they can see each other in the middle of the night, and my puppy can hear her breathing. And that's going to keep them from whining so much and keep them from losing their minds in the middle of the night. Now when she does whine, you take her outside and tell her to go potty, and she'll go potty. You put her back in the kennel. If she still whines, it's okay to come back out and tell them quiet, really low voice, just quiet. And then they'll usually stop whining because they're curious about it. So, and then if they do whine, only tell them quiet once, and then just leave it alone, because they're going to whine and cry, and they'll have to figure out that you will be back eventually, but they can't know that you're going to come back every time they whine. So, Farah, yeah, you're pretty good at it now. I've had her for about a week now, and she sleeps real good through the night now. She only gets up about once to go potty. She's a good girl. She's a good puppy. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, and we'll go over some of the stuff I'm doing with her for training. Right now I'm teaching her how to sit, stay, and also how to fetch and find. So stick with us, guys. Never scared, always prepared. God bless.